Joining me now is celebrity and royal reporter Kinsey Schofield. Kinsey, French President Emmanuel Macron's relationship with wife Brigitte, who is 25 years his senior, is back in the spotlight this week after yet another uncomfortable moment between the two was captured on camera. This comes just days after two women who claimed that Brigitte Macron is in fact a man, well, they were cleared of defamation charges brought against them by the French president's wife. Kinsey, I've got to say, this whole dynamic is so odd to me. It's predatory. She was 39 years old and a teacher when she first met a 15-year-old Macron.
If it were the other way around, there's no way that the public or the media would put up with it or just let it go. You're absolutely right. I wish I felt sympathy for Brigitte, but we recently saw her appear to almost hit him on an airplane during their recent visit to the UK. We're looking at that video right there where he's reaching for her arm. There's another video where she's walking down the staircase and he reaches for her arm too on the plane. She refuses to take it. She just ignores him. She seems like a real pain in the you-know-what. So I don't feel sympathy when people are asking tough questions about her because she doesn't seem like a very nice person to me.
Now, let's talk about the royals. An emotional Princess Kate received a standing ovation when she arrived at Centre Court for the Wimbledon women's singles final. Let's have a look. It's clear she's much loved, Kinsey, by the British public, particularly after her battle with cancer.
Definitely. And we heard multiple people shout, "We love you," from the stands throughout her appearance this weekend, multiple appearances. She's so soft and gentle, her presence, and it was really appreciated when we watched her console second place, telling that young female athlete she should be so proud of herself. That was kindness on display, and Catherine uplifts and brings the type of serenity and comfort that you used to get from Queen Elizabeth. I think that there's a stability there that we have come to really appreciate and admire.
I think she's the most popular royal. I don't know what the latest polls are on that issue, but I think she would be ahead of her husband, the king. I think she is the most popular royal. Now, we've got King Charles and Prince Harry's senior aides reportedly meeting for secret reconciliation talks. This is the strongest sign yet that the two may resolve the ongoing feud we've seen. What have you got for us, Kinsey?
There are a couple of theories being floated around surrounding this meeting, from reasonable to wildly impossible, like a divorce summit. I mean, obviously, those are exciting to discuss, but I think the more reasonable ones are perhaps the king knows he is getting older and he is ill and he just wants to brush this all aside. Either way, Prince Harry is said to be fuming after details of these peace talks were revealed in the Daily Mail. He's also denying that his camp was behind the leak. So that's an interesting new development. Whether or not this jeopardizes those peace talks and they have to start, at square one again, I think that's a fair discussion to have. But let me just tell you, I think the majority of royal watchers do not welcome Harry and Meghan back and will be resentful of the idea of the king opening any sort of door to Harry in the near future.
Well, it's pretty rich of Harry to be incensed about a leak when he and Meghan have been leaking just everything that they possibly can. And I wonder if he didn't leak it, whether Meghan's camp leaked this little meeting between their senior aides. Now, Ellen DeGeneres has publicly supported former co-host of The View, Rosie O'Donnell, former actress Rosie O'Donnell, after President Donald Trump suggested that O'Donnell's US citizenship should be revoked. He put out a post. Now, Kinsey, I mean, how silly are these two? Donald Trump is obviously not going to revoke Rosie O'Donnell's citizenship. He's having a bit of fun, but they're sort of having conniptions about what is an obvious joke.
Look, Rosie and Ellen hate each other. So it shows you the power of President Trump. that Ellen has found her way over to Rosie's corner. I mean, it was just back in April
I
of
love it.
2016. Was telling Entertainment Weekly that her and Ellen hadn't resolved their issues just quite yet. Whatever those might be, I mean, to me, this just says that this is another example of Donald Trump's Peace on Earth initiative actually coming to fruition, that Rosie and Ellen are finally on the same team.
Well, there you go. Donald Trump bringing loopy lefties everywhere together. Ellen's in the UK somewhere and Rosie's fled to Ireland. So I don't know, maybe they can get together and have high tea. Now, protesters have targeted US Vice President J.D. Vance and his family while they were at Disneyland. California Governor Gavin Newsom joined in the attacks. He reposted a video of the incident, writing, "Hope you enjoy your family time, J.D. Vance. The families you're tearing apart certainly won't." Kinsey, this is pretty low from the Californian governor. Vance and his family are not in the country illegally. Why should they be criticised for enjoying Disneyland? He's got 3 small kids.
And this concept that migrant families are being separated is inaccurate. Yes, there are certain circumstances where family separation might occur, such as when parents have a criminal conviction and they've entered the country illegally on top of said criminal conviction, a disease, or if the accompanying adult is not the parent or legal guardian of the child. Yes, there's potential separation there. The liberal media and gruesome Newsom exaggerate these claims to tug at your heartstrings. Come into the country legally and all is well. But, if J.D. Vance wants to give California tourism a boost despite Governor Gavin Newsom wreaking havoc on our cost of living, homeless crisis, rising crime rates, then God love J.D. Vance. Give the guy a break.
Now, the CEO of DC Studios and the director of the new Superman film, James Gunn, has said this Superman is actually an immigrant, and he's said the new Superman film is going to be political. It is political, and compared the superhero's experience to the immigrant experience in America. Kinsey, just quickly, this has prompted Dean Cain, a former great Superman. He was one of my favourites. He posted, "How woke is Hollywood going to make this character?" How is this being received, this woke Superman, the latest remake of this classic?
I mean, it does have his critics like Dean Cain, who asked why immigration agents and federal agencies are being villainized for enforcing the law that our lawmakers, our elected representatives created. It's a fair question, but I will tell you, it's kind of kicking butt at the box office. I think Superman's one of those brands that it's going to take a little bit more than woke to shake.
Oh, absolutely. Every kid will want to be going to this. Every big kid will be wanting to go along and see this film. Kinsey Schofield, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.